Oh. Well. Hello! Hey, guys! Wow, this is what my hair looks like already? Good grief. Hey, speaking of good grief, welcome to our 31st episode. This lovely lady to my right, her name is Tara Voelker.
Yes.
Because that's how we say things in words. Welcome to our 31st episode here January 4th, live from Redmond, Washington on the Microsoft campus. Now, of course, Tara, you know we are all about what?
FTL and interactivity.
It's faster than light and low latency. So you interact with us, we interact with you, and the show goes on. Wow, that was nice. I like that. Anyway, take it away there, T-Money.
All right. Oh, T-Money. Oh, my goodness.
That's how we do here.
Nowadays, there is a lot to cover in the esports scene, and since this show is for you, you get to decide what we talk about via the voting options you'll see soon below the video window. This is the interactivity we were just talking about.
Exactly. That's right. Now, we don't get to choose the topics, obviously. You do. Now, we only have 30 minutes every week, so let's make sure to get your vote in. If you want to hear your favorite esports discussed, you want to hear all about what you're excited to see, do, play, and learn about.
But we normally start the show with either a breaking news or clip of the week segment, but for today's episode, we're going to skip those and jump right into the news because right at 3:30, we're going to be doing an extended segment about the Halo World Championship, and we have a special guest from 343. He's right over there.
He is. You can't see him, but he is over there, really close.
But yeah, joining us in the studio to dive right into competitive Halo.
Man, all about competitive Halo. So let's start off this interactivity that's enabled for this show by voting right now. You'll see 4 choices to choose from. They select the next segment. These choices are below the video window in the interactive section. Just click on the one you want. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, I know which one I'm picking, but I'm not going to say anything. Oh gosh, I wanted 2. There's so many. Anyway, so how was your break there?
It was
Tara?
really good. I ended up having a low-key break where I just played a whole bunch of video games and drank a whole bunch of Spike Nogs, and it was brilliant.
PUBG.
I am terrible at PUBG.
So far, everybody's playing it and nobody's good at it. So that's a mark of a really good game.
I'm just really great at finding the space with the most people in it to drop, which is not a winning strategy.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about a winning strategy, and that would be yours. Paladins came up as the top lead. It's Thursday. Toply voted. So let's talk about it here. It's January. Oh, boy. Sorry, Tara. Welcome to my professionalism. It's January 4th, meaning the 2018 High Res Expo officially kicks off today in Hotlanta, Georgia, and will last through the weekend. It actually technically started yesterday in stream form, but, you know, anywho. So this is a 4-day event. It's a celebration of everything that makes High Res Studios games awesome, from the creators to the fans and, of course, the players. This year has more esports action than ever before, and with one of those spotlights shining brightly on Paladins.
The first ever Paladins World Championship is happening, which will feature the top teams from the Paladins Premier League. And the Paladins Console Wars is back to showcase the top Xbox and PlayStation teams as they battle it out for bragging rights.
Nice, exactly. Now, we've covered the Paladins console series leading up to HRX, but for those unfamiliar with the competition, teams battled it out for weeks in North America and the European regions. Now, one team from each region, as well as each platform, that's of course Xbox and PlayStation, gets to join the battle of the consoles.
Based on the previous weeks of competition for the Paladins Championship Series, we think EU will have a strong presence. Team Natus, Vincier, and Fnatic are currently at the top of the charts, so there's a good chance they'll stay there. Navi
is up there with us. Now, as for the console wars, we think you may want to keep your eye on that EU Xbox team, Gankstars. God, that's a good name.
That is super fun.
I did not see that before. Gankstars, well done, guys. Now, they have shown quite the skill set since the start of the console series, but anything can happen at HRX, so the only way to know for sure is to tune in.
And you can do that at the Paladins Console Wars action by tuning in here on Mixer at mixer.com/PaladinsGame, or check out on YouTube or Twitch, which is also /PaladinsGame.
Nice, exactly. Now you can visit High Res Expo, that's HIREZ expo.com/schedule for a full list of what's going on and for minute-to-minute Paladins news. Follow them on Twitter at PaladinsGame and at PaladinsPro, which is also what they called me in college. So, just throwing a little curveball in there because it's fun. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about next, and it looks like we've got our voting options below. I have voted, and I hope you all do the same, because I have things I would like to see and talk about and read, and I clearly am losing.
Ooh, what'd you? I voted for
tried
Call of Duty.
I did not actually.
Ooh.
I actually went for Katowice.
Ooh.
Little Dota 2, even though I should be going for E-League Counter-Strike, but whatever.
Hey,
Fuck the system, I say.
You do you.
I will be my own rainbow, Tara.
That's what.
Tara.
I mix it up every time because I'm Tara, she's Tara. We spell it the same. I gotta keep you guys on your toes.
I'm telling
right?
you right now, well done. Well done. Oh, looks like COD. I think it's about time we have our lovely lady to my right start us off.
All right, the current season of the Call of Duty World League is well underway. With 6 online MLG Game Battle 2K tournaments and the first of 3 CWL Global Open events out of the way, teams continue to march forward to Call of Duty glory.
Now the next stop on the road to the 2018 CWL Championship lies at the Call of Duty World League New Orleans Open, where 16 seeded pool play teams will be joined by a whopping 256 plus teams competing in the open bracket for the remaining 4 pool play slots.
Oh, that is so many teams. But out of those teams, 16 of the teams were seeded and placed on their CWL Pro Point totals and feature the top 10 North American teams, the top 5 European teams, and the top... There's a fuzz in my face. The top APAC team. Sorry about that. I was just like this.
Live TV, guys. That's what it is.
Splice, Red Reserve, Team Vitality, Unilad, and Epsilon Esports will be representing Europe alongside Mindfreak for the APAC. The North American teams include Team Caliber, Optic Gaming, Luminosity, E-United, FaZe Clan, Team Envy, Rise Nation, Echo Fox, Ground Zero, and Enigma 6.
Tara, I keep telling you, don't take, peyote before you come on the desk. Not weird, guys. Let's move on. While the pool play seeds have already been selected, seeding for the open bracket has yet to happen. Notable teams like Lightning Pandas.
That's so fun.
God, I love all of these. I just love them. Team Infused still have one more opportunity to boost their pro point standings. On January 7th, an MLG Game Battle 2K tournament will be their team's last chance to improve their seeding for the open bracket tournament in New Orleans, the Big Easy, giving them a better shot at one of the open pool play slots. It's hard to say out loud. Open pool play slots.
That's some great alliteration.
Just so many alliterations.
All right, Team Caliber will be looking to defend their title after their win at the CWL Dallas Open last month, but after their loss to Rise Nation in the last game battle tournament, it appears that they might have a few weak points that teams are more than likely to try and exploit. Anything can happen where there is $200,000 and thousands of pro points at stake, so be sure to tune in to the Call of Duty World League New Orleans Open, January 12th through 14th on MLG.com/CWLNOLA.
NOLA, that is what we are talking about. Tara, everybody. I'll say this, it was just a mouthful across the board. CWL,
Everywhere.
Dallas, New Orleans, open, bracket, pool play.
$200,000.
$200,000. Oh, let's see what everybody's off. Okay, I'm gonna vote for the one I want, and that's how we do this thing. So we'll see what happens. What people are people are doing here. So, what were you playing over the breaky break?
So I played a lot of Catherine because they.
Oh yes, I saw this. Is it Catherine 2 or is it
so
no? Just
they announced that they're going to be doing a remaster in 4K with additional content. So I replayed the original.
Sure.
Oh,
Awesome.
I love that game. So good.
As somebody whose real name is Catherine, I do appreciate that. So let's see here. We've got another good one. Okay, I'll jump in on this one as I am a fabulous fan of the GeoDub series. And that means, in fact, that we get to have a player profile video. And we're actually going to focus on Anthony Detox George. Yeah, there you go there. Now, this is actually featured during the
I'm sorry.
Gears of War Dallas Open. You can see the confusion, though. The Gears of War Dallas Open event, which actually happened at the beginning of the month. That week was December 1st through the 3rd. Play that tape.
My upbringing, I lived in a rough neighborhood in Brooklyn. There's a lot of gangs around. Moving from Brooklyn to this small town that I'm living in now, it was rough. There was no buses that I could just take and go somewhere, go to a store or something. I can't walk to the corner store. It's kept me out of so much because there's like nothing really here. I ended up getting a lot of friends here. Like a friend across the street from me and now like told me about game battles. I was really good in Call of Duty, but like I always loved playing Gears of War for some reason. Like Gears of War was just that game for me. New Yorkers, like East Coast players, like they're more like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm gonna put my name out there. They'll get 2 kills and go for that 3-piece, go for that 4-piece, you know? I was playing against my brother's friend when I was about like 8 or 9 years old, and he would just laugh like obnoxiously about how he was so much better than me. He would pick up the sniper and just run around the map blind firing me because I had no clue what I was doing. I begged my mom to buy the game. She was like, it's gory, I don't know if I want you to play it. She finally got me it, and I started practicing, and when he came back over the next time, I kept beating him, kept beating him. I used to watch Gears Esports like before and wish I can compete at like Gears of War 3 events. I used to watch Toy Soldier going off, that famous clip with him and Fatal. My first LAN event was Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I just went for it. I had no clue what I was going up against. I had a bunch of 6-foot dudes looking me in my face saying, who's that guy, my first event, you know? Who are these little kids, you know, like making a big name for themselves and stuff. You meet people at the events that are just really cool. You meet people you can get on to one of these top teams as a lower tier player because you create like friendships, like relationships with them in real life. So, you know, they'll add you back on Xbox. They'll do something like that, you know? That's how you become known. At events, I'm loud. You're gonna know me if you play against me. If you play against me, you're gonna know, like, you're gonna spot me, see my name, and something's gonna happen, like, you're gonna be annoyed with me. Either I'm talking to you or I'm playing you in the game and killing you.
You already been here! You already been here, baby!
When I noticed I stepped up my game, it was the Atlantic City event. I think I had 30-something, almost 40 kills against Splice for a top 5 game.
Hazard 6-1 up a round away now from closing it out in style.
It was like a pickup team and we still placed 5th. They're like, yo, we just went off. Like, I was like, yeah, that's when I knew, like, all right, now I'm on another level. I don't have an advantage because of season 1, but I feel like I'm a lot more developed player now. Like season 1, I was just all over the place. I was reckless, I was wild, just do crazy stuff. Season 2, like I've grown into that teammate, like an actual teammate. I think it's really important for people to support you outside of the game because if you have no support system, like outside of the game, you're gonna be thinking of other things while you're playing. Just to have my girlfriend support me the way she does, she's actually like my rock. Like she's always there. Like whenever I'm like, damn, I played horrible today. She's like, it's all right, just grind, you know, do what you gotta do. She'll be on the phone with me sometimes while I'm playing, and she'll make sure I play. Like, you know, she won't let me like, all right, I'm just going to sleep, I gotta work tomorrow. She'll be like, no, you're gonna play, oh, you're gonna do this, you're gonna work on this. And she's actually like a part of the team, but the team just doesn't know that she's a part of the team. Gears Esports means everything to me right now. It's just been there since I was a child. It's been there in my bad times, in my good times, and anything. I've always played Gears of War. I took time off of school to like play Gears, to compete in Gears, you know? So like for me to be where I'm at now, to say I'm a pro Gears of War player, that means like so much to me. Everybody wants the trophy. Everyone wants the trophy. To get that spot, we're gonna have to push out Ghost, United, Optic, of course. They got Icy back, and Echo Fox. If I win an event, I'm gonna be looking for like, I know my girlfriend's gonna be there. She goes crazy. And my mom knows how much this means to me. Those are the 2 people that I'm really gonna be like looking for, trying to like make sure they know that I did this for them.
You Gears fans, can you hear me? Oh, sorry. Who's saying things? Oh, I know.
You're
I was
messing
gonna say,
up.
all you Gears fans, make sure to visit gears.gg for all your Gears esports information needs, as well as if you're. It says no. Basically, at the end of January, watch out for the Mexican Open. The Mexico City Open.
En la Ciudad de Mexico.
See.
This is what happens when like the backup talent has to come on. Like I'm throwing off everyone's
Whoa,
vibe.
whoa, buddy. Let me explain. I'm here all the time and I messed up. You're doing just fine. In fact, you're going to have to carry the show. Speaking of shows being carried, let's talk about what we're going to tell you about next. Please
What would
let it
you
be
like
Gears
to-
of War. The Mexican Open? No, it's Mexico City. It's the Open in Mexico City. Mexico City Open. It's, you know what, for Gears fans, it's coming. It's exciting. I assume we will still have some Gears All Access coming up in the run-up to it, and I believe it's the end of January, I think the 25th.
I don't
weekend.
know.
There's that. Tara's never coming back here, and I can't blame her. Can I?
Well,
I
you
feel-
guys are never inviting me back to say
you
stuff, and
kidding?
I'm like, sure, I don't, maybe. Those could be dates.
I'm gonna be shocked.
That's
Okay, we're doing Counter-Strike, and you should start this, even though I've been on that show.
all right. The E-League Major is fast approaching, starting January 12th in Boston. Hey, I used to live there. Unfortunately, one of the teams competing in the new Challenger stage has dropped out of the competition following visa issues.
It's true. Visas are the issue for a number of different esports leagues, and of course, the E-League and Counter-Strike is one of the latest. Team Tai Lu has attended the major for the first time, was attending for the first time in their team's history. Big deal. Sadly, player, I knew this was going to be a problem. Bentant had his visa rejected by U.S. immigration.
Ugh.
Rough.
Brazilian player and former Tyloo coach Peacemaker was eligible to replace Bennett.
there.
However, Peacemaker tweeted that despite being very appreciative of his time with Tyloo, he would soon be joining Heroic as head coach.
It's true. Now, just moments ago, E-League announced via Twitter that Chinese team Flash Gaming would replace Team Tyloo in the new Challengers stage. That's
And the qualifier starts January 12th with the group stage on January 19th and the finals on the 26th. You can tune in at eleague.com.
It's true. And apparently you can also watch esports at Buffalo Wild Wings now.
You know, I'd heard about that.
So actually, it should have been done like last week. I think, not last week, like last year, but, you know, things happen. So
That's still crazy.
I'm just saying, if they don't let you watch it and you happen to be there, be like, excuse me, you are a sponsor. Anywho, speaking of IRL esports, get it? One of the goals of this show is to highlight the amazing people and events that happen in the esports and competitive gaming space and give them the recognition they so rightly deserve.
There are esports fans out there who don't know that they're esports fans, so we'll put it on us to educate those fans and bring them into the fold.
Some of those people work at Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, every week, we'll try to feature a different personality in the space, and this time, we'll be talking to one of the Smite and Paladins casters, Evan Rainday Rainier. Now, this will be a one-sided conversation, as this is a pre-taped interview, since the World Championships for these games are ongoing right now at HRX 2018. But Evan was, of course, kind enough to give us a brief overview of what to expect at the event. Take it away, Evan.
Hey Mixer fam, Evan Rainday Rainer here with High Res Studios. As you can see behind me, HRX is about to get started here at the Paladins Expo stage. And boy, oh boy, do we have some exciting esports action heading to you this weekend. So we've got 5 distinct championships going for Paladins PC, Paladins console, Smite Xbox, Smite PC, and Hand of the Gods PC. It's going to be an amazing event, and you can catch all of the action on mixer.com/paladinsgame and mixer.com/SmiteGame. And remember, you get exclusive drops on Mixer and a chance to win an Xbox One X just by following those 2 channels. And there's lots of other drops like gold chests, radiant chests, VIP memberships, skins, and more. Make sure you catch us this weekend for HRX 2018. It's going to be the best event of the year, our biggest event of the year, and it's going to have the best competition you'll find almost anywhere in the world. As always, friends, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and watch HRX. We'll see you next time.
And all the love for Evan for taking the time to make that video. Make sure to watch the Smite and Paladin streams from HRX 2018, because we have to say that now because it's now 18, on their respective Mixer channels, mixer.com/SmiteGame and mixer.com/PaladinsGame.
All right, and that's going to be some good stuff.
Good stuff, absolutely. Absolutely. And you gotta love his suit as well, which has nothing to do with esports, but I just thought I'd
No,
throw
but
it out
it's
there.
fancy. And
It
we
is fancy.
appreciate a good fancy.
They come to play. Speaking of
Ooh,
play,
so
we've got some stuff.
so fun fact.
Yes.
My old roommate is the voiceover actor for the English version of Shibiaski, the butler in Street Fighter V.
What?
Yeah. So Mike DeBonis, shout out. You're not watching this because you're at work, but just know, I'll link it to you. You can see it.
There we go. Way to go. Way to be at work and working. That's kind of where we are, sort of.
It's fun. It's work, but it's like a great time.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel like work.
No, exactly. And that's what they say you should do for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Anywho, so look at that. We have another Gears thing. So, that's what this is why you should start this, because this is why I was getting yelled at earlier. Because I started reading this when I shouldn't have.
Oh, oops. Okay. Gears fans are getting ready for the next major LAN tournament in the Gears Pro Circuit, the Mexico City Open. The second major tournament in Season 2 of the Gears Pro Circuit. The Mexico City Open will see teams competing for a prize pool of $150,000.
It's true. Now, if you want to talk about the best in Gears of War fan passion, it's called Mexico City. Now, taking place, this is January 26th to the 28th in, of course, Mexico City. The tournament was originally scheduled for October of last year, but of course, a bevy of devastating natural disasters caused it to be postponed for the safety of fans, staff, of course, players. And now it's go time, and teams are ready to show their Gears of War mastery.
Oh, so awesome. The event will feature 16 teams, or 4 groups of 4 teams, competing in the pool play portion leading into the championship bracket. Of the 16 teams, the top 8 North American teams and the top 2 Latin American teams and the top 2 European teams will be seeded based on the Gears Pro point totals.
Okay, so now the remaining 4 pool play slots, yes, there's 4 remaining, will be seeded by top 4 teams from the open bracket portion, which is part of the reason I love Esports Opens. Now, from pool play, the top 2 teams from each group will move on to the championship bracket and a shot at the title. There's a lot on the line and a lot of things that we just said, and it'll be fun to see who rises to the challenge and proves themselves as the Gears of War masters.
All right, and if you would like to tune in, be sure to head on over to live.gearsofwar.com on January 26th through 28th to catch all of the Lancer on Lancer battles. And don't forget to tune in to the next episode of Gears Pro Circuit, all access on January 10th at 3 p.m. PT, 6 p.m. ET, exclusively on mixer.com/Gears of War.
Excellent. Now I know when the next Gears of War All Access is.
I'm so bad
January
at
10th.
time zones.
It's okay. It works. I'll also be there, turns out, but we'll see. Anyway, whatever. I'm actually very bad at time zones as well. I usually say it's 3 hours behind when it's over in the East Coast, and people get mad at me because I'm wrong.
We all make time zones are hard.
Time zones are hard. Thank you, Tara. Now let's talk about things that aren't hard, and that, of course, would be voting. I'm going to, oh man, there's so many things on, okay. I'm going to say Katowice, but that's because I just really want to say the name Katowice.
I voted for it for you.
Thank you.
Also.
I appreciate that very much. Girl power. But speaking of which, we only have 16 seconds, so get your in. Oh, League of Legends is on the who? Votes. You know, it's a Thursday. Y'all speak Kate, thank God. I hope.
I speak Kate.
See,
I think I'm learning
I think.
to
Oh
speak
no,
Kate.
you're fantastic. That's how this works. Oh, lol. Let's talk a little lol, shall we? The North American League of Legends Championship Series is back with the spring split. Coverage starts on January 20th, 1:30 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. Eastern, which they've highlighted for us.
They did.
We're good at math. When they'll be covering picks and bans, which of course is a very important step to this entire operation. Then at 2 p.m. Eastern, it's on to the opening game between, of course, U.S. Team TSM and of course Team Liquid. They're both NA, obviously, but which should be quite the opener. TSM didn't make it as far as they wanted to in Worlds this year, so we'll see what that does.
All right. Now there have been some important structure changes for 2018.
Let's hear it.
One of these being the permanent partnerships. There are 10 teams partnered with the NA LCS now, and they'll battle each other every Saturday and Sunday until March 18th.
Now those teams are 100 Thieves, Cloud9, C9 fans excited. Clutch Gaming, Counter Logic Gaming, CLG, Echo Fox, FlyQuest, Golden Guardians, Optic Gaming, Team Liquid, and of course, the darlings, TSM.
Best of 1 is back this year as well. However, playoffs will remain best of 5. Quarterfinals take place March 24th and 25th. Semifinals happen from March 31st until April 1st, and the finals take place April 7th and 8th.
So basically, you have your entire calendar through April. Now, we're excited to see what the new year holds for the NALCS, as well as how the new changes will affect the LOL esports scene.
You can catch the broadcasted games on the Riot Games Twitch channel or tune in via lolesports.com or youtube.com/lolesports.
It's true. Now, for up-to-the-minute news, follow at LOL Esports on Twitter.
Laugh out loud? Yeah, laugh out loud.
I wouldn't say laugh out loud at the fact that it is the #1 esports game scene in the world.
Woohoo!
Exactly. I'd woohoo. I would woohoo for that #1. It's true. And everybody asking in the chat, don't you worry. We're gonna actually be talking to our favorite Tashi from 343 coming up here very shortly about the Halo Championship Series, her World Championship, HWL. Yeah, you know, it's Thursday. Poor Tashi's haven't listened to this the entire time. Hey, you know what? Let's talk about things that are upcoming and then be tournaments. Take it away, Tara.
All right, HRX 2018 is underway, and the Hi-Res Studios is throwing a big party right in their hometown of Atlanta, Georgia this week. Both the console and PC versions of Paladins and Smite will be featured, along with the new on-the-block Hand of the Gods. If you can't make it out to the event, you can watch it right here on Mixer. It'll be shown starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow and Saturday with an 8 a.m. start time on Sunday. You can get the full listing at highresexpo.com/schedule.
It's true. Now let's talk fighters. Another one of the first fighting events of 2018 gets underway. Kumite. Kumite? Kumite. Thank you, Lennox. That would be in Tennessee 2018, this weekend in the Southeast US of A. A variety of games such as Smash, Street Fighter, Marvel, and others will be featured with the top FGC players vying for the first place spot. Head to kitrevival.com to learn more about the event and where to watch.
All right, another live event. At the end of the month, DreamHack Open returns with their first event in
Leipzig,
Germany on January 26th and 28th. If you're able to attend this event in person, you'll be happy to know that open qualifiers start soon for you. Start soon for you budding Rocket League players. Line breaks are hard,
They
all right? Check out dreamhack.com for more information on the games involved and the full event schedule.
It's true. Now we've come to that time that all of you have been waiting for. That's right, the extra extended segment for today's show is all about the Halo World Championship 2018. We want to make sure that we introduce our fabulous and talented 343 Industries lead esports producer, Tashi. And in order to do that, I'm going to have some very fancy footwork. So we're going to have Tashi on right now, and I just realized I am tethered. So hopefully no one has to talk to me. Sorry, guys. If you need to talk to Tara.
Wait, I'm fine.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Doing?
You're fine. Can we have Tashi on? Should he answer, everybody?
Yes.
Yay, come on in, Tashi!
Hi.
Look at you!
Welcome.
Should I sit or stand?
You know,
or?
you can perch, you can sit. I will
do
stand.
you.
I will
Do
still
this.
be. Yeah, see, that's the way we do.
Oh, I like the chat's
Exactly.
here. I'm going to sit and look
Oh,
at the chat.
yeah,
too.
you can look at the chat.
Oh,
Bring it in for the
cool.
real thing. And obviously, there's been a few people that have been real psyched to see you come up on the old
They're too nice.
Mixer.
They're about to be greatly disappointed.
Well, that's the spirit. Tashi, let's introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm the lead esports producer at 343 Industries, and basically what I do is I'm in charge of execution, so making sure all of our events and formats and everything is top-notch and super high quality.
Fantastic. Well, you have not disappointed me yet, so this is how we do. So let's talk about a quick overview, if you would.
Sure.
Third year running.
Absolutely. Yeah, so this will be the biggest and greatest year of the Halo World Championship. Lots of changes coming this year. We're increasing from 12 total teams to 16. We've also got new partners. A few weeks ago, we announced we're partnering with MLG once again. So everyone's been really excited about that, and it's been great working with them so far. And, of course, all of our other partners around the world with Gfinity, Gamelta, and the ESL Australia team. So, yeah, it's been amazing. Another $1 million on the line, so this is the biggest.
Not bad.
Are you guys going to compete?
Actually,
I'm not sure you're allowed to.
I probably no. Then
Yeah. We're releasing the handbook soon, but
wait a minute. Of all people, you would know.
I know, it's true.
I was gonna say if I were going to compete though, my brother is like stupid good at Halo.
Okay.
I would recruit him
See,
to
there
be
you go.
with
I
me
like
on a
that.
team.
Cool.
He's like a police officer. Like I'd be like, hey, please quit saving people and come play Halo
Save
with
me in
me.
Halo.
Get out of that whole line of duty crap. Here's the deal. Well, let's talk about who's won in the past. 2016 was CLG.
That's right.
And of course, 2017, the Green Wall prevailed once again.
Yes, but the same group of players. They just changed organization.
Oh,
So
I should have known that.
they're actually building a dynasty, which is kind of crazy. This will be the third straight world championship they're going for, which is unheard of, really.
It's basically like it's the League of Legends equivalent to SKAT, right?
Yes.
SK Telecom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if anyone's going to beat them, honestly. They kind of, they did really well in Denver. We've got some new squads forming now since the last season and stuff. Some people looking really good. We're actually taking down Optic and Scrims recently. So I think next season,
Really?
I think it's actually going to be hotly contested. And there's some good teams in Europe now. Europe is starting to crawl their way up the rankings. So teams like Team Infused and Vexed are slowly making their way up the ranks. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Okay, anything else you can tell us about the World Championships we don't already know that we should be, things you're excited about?
I'm excited for this insane world tour that I'm going to be going on. I'm actually booking my flights today, but we've got tons of events coming out for each of the participating regions. So if there's one in your area in Orlando, London, Sydney, Mexico City, or Columbus, come out and hang out and compete. These events are, unique community building experiences. Get to see players and fans that you only talk to online, and they're really just, very special. And folks like MLG put on incredible events. So this is the first open Halo event they've done in a long time. So, we're going to go all out for this Orlando one. So it's going to be awesome.
Excellent.
No, I have heard that there are some format changes that are going to be happening this year. Is this accurate?
Yeah. So like I said, we have 16 teams instead of 12, and we've kind of changed the distribution of how many teams from each region go to compete at the World Finals.
Yeah.
So we've increased the amount of North American teams up to 9 from 8, and that's because they've been so dominant over the last few years. And then Australia is going to bump up to 2 teams too. So,
Nice.
that region has been really resilient. They've formed their own community league and been participating. Their main goal is to show up on the world stage and put on the best show possible. So I love their attitude, and hopefully they can bring it in Orlando and going forward.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
I'm actually so excited to go to.
Sydney, right?
Yeah, I've
One
never
of
been.
those- I've never been to Sydney either, but if you need somebody to go with you, just let
Good
me
to know.
And obviously, let's talk about some dates here. Which, of course, online play starts January 13th on GameBattles.com. Point-based system you already mentioned. Open bracket, group play. Anything else we need to know for that Orlando?
Yeah.
Orlando's the first stop, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And it's a global open. So that means that any teams or players from the participating regions can come out and compete. So it's going to be, you're going to be rubbing shoulders, competing against, if you're in North America, you're going to play against Europe, Australia. Everyone's going to be kind of in the mix there. And we're also flying out teams, the top teams, after you compete online in game battles. If you're the top team in points in your region, then you'll get flown out to Orlando to compete in the group play. So, yeah, it's going to be a massive event.
Dude, a lot of teams' dream come true right there already. So let's actually real quick dive into Orlando. That's starting February 16th through the 18th.
That's right.
Sorry.
Oh,
You
no,
have a thing?
dates and locations of said things that we were just talking about.
Yeah, so we
Cool.
start. Yeah, so start with Orlando.
Yep. So Orlando's going to be February 16th, 18th. That's with MLG. The following weekend, we go to London for the Gfinity event.
Charlie, you get to go to the new Gfinity studio, the arena.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That looks good.
Yeah.
No,
It's in the mall, but
it's in Fulham.
they've completely changed the way the arena itself looks like. We actually did an event in September with them for Halo.
Okay.
So yeah, this one's going to be. I think, what you can expect of a World Championship event. So we're really excited to partner with Gfinity again, and I think this event's going to be amazing. So
Fantastic partners, yeah. And then what comes after that? Then you're traveling down under?
yeah, so we have a little bit of a break, I think, for like 2 weeks of downtime, and then March 7th to 9th we go to Sydney with our friends at the ESL Australia office. That'll be the first actually official kind of HCS open land that we've had in Australia. So really big deal there.
awesome.
And hoping that everyone can come out and compete and hang out. So I'm excited to finally go to Australia for my first time and meet everybody there. So that's going to be awesome.
And then you head over to Mexico City.
That's right. So March 17th to 18th, that's in Mexico City. That's with our partners Gamalta, who also do the Gears events.
Yes.
So you can expect a big, awesome show like they put on. So we're really excited about that.
That'll be fun to see. Fun to see Halo fans coming out for Mexico City for
Yeah.
sure.
No, there's a huge Xbox, like they're rabid fans over there,
Yeah.
so they're always awesome to hang out with. And then after that, we go to Columbus, and that'll be where the North American regional finals are. So this is not an open event, but it's a invitational. So if you're the top 16 teams in points, this is your trip. This is your way to get to the Halo World Championship finals. So we're going to take the 9 best teams there and send them off to Seattle, actually, where we have our World Championship finals.
Hey!
And everyone here, you're all invited.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
So you better be there.
awesome.
We have reserved seats.
Okay, first of
No,
all,
seriously, don't mess
obviously,
up.
no, seriously though. Joke's
no,
on
that'd
you
be
if you thought we wouldn't be there.
So
That's,
and then
April 13th through the 15th.
So $1 million prize pool for that, and then all of the previous ones we mentioned, they all have $50,000 prize pool. This is-
So Orlando and Columbus will have 50,000, and then the international events will have 25K.
oh, that
And then we've also got $5,000 FFAs at each of these events, except for Columbus. But yeah, so if you don't have a team, you want to just come compete, but like FFA, you can come compete in a free for all and potentially may win a trip to the Halo World Championship Finals as well. So
that is so awesome.
A lot of stars waiting to be made there in
true.
the old Halo esports scene for sure. And I'm so psyched that the championships are coming to Seattle. That would, of course, be April 13th through the 15th. So, well, Tashi, is there anything else? Does anybody out have anything that they want to
see.
ask Tashi about this stuff? Because y'all were very excited. Let's be clear on
Well,
the
while we wait for some people
Yeah.
to put in some questions, but talking about Orlando, it is going to be at the Orange County Convention Center.
There it is.
Open to all. I'm not good at ad-libbing, is what I just learned.
yeah, so
I was trying so hard.
it's open to all regions, like I said earlier. So if you're from Mexico, if you're from Australia, come on out, and you can compete and play and hang out. And again, it'll be the first MLG Open event in quite some time for Halo. So we're feeling really great about it. I think the community is buzzing. It's going to be a really special event. So you don't want to miss this kickoff.
I was going to say, now, normally I don't advocate going to Orlando. However, yes, 1,000 times yes. And a great place to be able to showcase this kind of stuff because they definitely are set up for the large crowds, which I know are going to be on their way.
Hopefully the
And-
weather is nicer too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
should be,
Well,
right?
it's going to rain every day.
February?
Season's over.
Okay,
Hurricane
that's
season
good.
is
Hey,
over. I used to live in Orlando.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna-
Oh my God.
I used to live in Orlando. It's going to rain every day at 3 p.m., but it's going to
to know.
be it's going to have a great format at this event though. So 12 teams qualify directly for group play, and I know that these guys are going to be seeding the champ bracket. Something about online tournaments, the teleprompter says.
Yes. So if you want to be one of the 12 teams getting to group play, this means you'll get free travel and of course advanced placement in the tournament. Then you want to compete online in game battles and get as many points as you can. So from North America, we'll take the top 8 teams in points. From Europe, we'll take the top 2, and then from Australia and Latin America, we'll take the top team. And so they'll all compete in group play. That's going to be pro level gameplay starting Friday all the way through Sunday, and simultaneously there'll be an open bracket where anybody can come compete, sign up, buy a pass, whatever you want to do, and then that's your kind of your hard road to try to get into group play or championship bracket to play against those pros. So there's a big multi-piece tournament that's all going to culminate into what should be like an exciting championship Sunday. So
I think it's going to be. There, I said it.
I'm feeling
let's see.
confident.
Yeah, let's see. Where can you purchase tickets for the Columbus, Ohio event? Really, where can you purchase tickets all up?
So tickets are still going on sale for our various events.
Got
The
it.
ones for London are on sale, and Sydney ones just went on sale actually. So if you go to halo.gg, that's your homepage for anything Halo Esports. So we've got a Halo World Championship hub page, which has bespoke event pages as well. So you can get travel information, what airports to fly into, hotels, all that stuff, as well as tickets. So
Can you also get cool gear for
You can
for
actually.
wearing to swag
Not
to
this.
the
This
event.
is exclusive 343 gear. So you can't get
So
this.
You know,
fancy,
why
so
why
fancy.
tease us with this when we can't?
Hey man,
have
I gotta rock
it?
343.
That's fair.
What's
Oh,
that?
your hat.
Oh,
We're
this
supposed
is
to do a-
this is a flame sword hat. You can actually get this anywhere.
Oh.
This is not exclusive.
No, I was more looking at your. There's a
Oh,
nice
this?
little space needle in the back.
Yeah,
there.
this is a custom icon made by 343.
Of course it
just
is.
just for 343.
So, well, but that's a lie. You can't see the Space Needle from 343. I've been there.
Tara is calling you out.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Let's see if there's anything else that we. Oh, hey, look at Remy is a big fan of Tashi.
I'm a big fan of Rammies.
Look
What's
at
up, Abel?
that. It's true.
The Sims is in here. Let's go.
Oh, now here's an interesting one from Cockney Charmer. Okay.
Hey, I love Cockney Charmer.
Is there a difference in hype vibes between U.S. Halo esports fans and say UK and Gfinity and EU esports
That's a great
fans?
question. I would say I'm going to put the U.S. fans on blast a little bit. I think the UK fans get a little bit more rowdy, more hype in the audience. So come to Orlando, prove me wrong.
There it
But
is.
yeah, I'd say that's the biggest difference.
But
there.
nobody gets more hype than Mexico City.
It's true, actually. They're diehard fans
They
over
are. That is just good TV all up. Well, is there? Looks like we're gonna go ahead and. Oh yeah, do we have any other player storylines that we want to talk about? For instance, let me ask this question
Yeah.
real quick before we go. Australia obviously now a big deal. I'm curious if there are any storylines, if there's any teams that you're just like looking out there and going, maybe they could be a thing.
Absolutely.
thought?
So,
Australia.
Australia, you've got Team Immunity. They've been the perennial favorites every year, and they've got some new roster shakeups happening. Some drama over there,
Little
actually.
shuffles.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out of there. Hopefully, they can put up a good fight in Orlando. But I would say in the North American region, everyone's forming rosters to try to take down Optic.
They have. I mean, honestly, between Gears, actually,
Yeah.
Optic across the board, right? For the most part, they have that nice little what do you call that? Scope? What's it called? Crosshairs.
There you go.
Welcome to Thursday. Yes.
Thursday.
But they have the target on their back,
Yeah.
and so many different esports scenes. This is
Yep.
no different for sure.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good squads now forming just to try to take them down. Splice made some major changes. This new team, Team Reciprocity, formed of people from Envy and Liquid have formed to try to take down Optic. The new Luminosity squad is actually looking really good in scrims right now. So things are up in the air in terms of where people land. Optic are obviously the favorites, but I think they've got some close competition this upcoming season. So, and we're actually adding some new game types. We've got Oddball coming now, so that should kind of reset the playing field a little bit as new strategies need to form for this new game type and stuff. It's a classic historical Halo game type, but it's new to Halo 5. So I think it's going to play differently than what people expect. So we'll see the new strategies that form and kind of the great minds that break it down before everyone else.
Man, great TV and great competition is coming at ya. Tashi, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
being here. Booyah! It's true.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, and thank
Oh,
you
no,
for being
thank
here. You can
you.
just stay on board while we say goodbye to everybody
Cool.
else. I'm going to put my leg on this
You're like
chair
Captain
here.
Morgan back
I'm going to
here.
Captain Morgan it back here and tell you that we'll be right here every Thursday, 3 p.m. That's on the Pacific side and 6 p.m. Eastern on this channel, mixer.com/This Week in Esports. Be sure to watch our past episodes right below on our channel page and follow us on Twitter @WatchMixer for updates on the show and to know what's happening in the wide world of esports.
Also, tune in to #Esports Weekend starting at 8 a.m. Pacific time this Saturday. We only show esports content on mixer.com/channel1 during the weekends.
It's true. And of course, don't forget to watch our sister show. Ironically, the two ladies are tossing to the two dudes, but it's our sister show regardless. That's Tips and Tricks every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific on mixer.com/tips and tricks. And we don't have a raid. Is that right? No raid? Unless we're raiding XXX, which would be kind of funny.
That would
Some
Stay
people stay
tuned.
tuned.
Stay
stay
tuned.
tuned. Actually,
Like
Keep-
what? Tashi, take us out.
Thank you for joining us at This Week in Esports. Big shout out to Lennox for inviting me onto the show, and we'll see you next week.